My name is Wendy Bishop, and I'm doing my presentation on my Capstone career path. The career path that I chose is HIT, or Health Information Technology, as I've been preparing to get my MBA to be able to utilize it. I have a background in nursing and also in health education, and so it was really interesting to me to be able to get some business background to be able to go with that. The positions and jobs or roles that would be mostly related to that would be research and development assistant, or an assistant project manager, or implementation project manager, or any kind of specific project management, such as insurance implementations, healthcare projects, business regulation projects. Finally, towards the end of the career path would be clinical applications director, or different applications such as HIT management or project manager. And the final steps in that path would be CIO or CTO. Both of those are integrating the entire company or corporation across the business so that you could be able to oversee the different aspects of the business to be able to meet your financial goals as well as the goals of the company that you serve. Each position increases with responsibility and money, responsibility for the size of the projects and the budget that you'd be responsible for. Each of those pathways integrates with different business aspects within your company. So those would all be an increase in steps across your career path. Things that would help you increase your business skills and be able to increase the responsibilities that you would have would be to have, starting with the basic computer skills in Office, Microsoft Office, simple programming and application knowledge, also being able to apply those different business applications to different decision-making processes, management processes. Another important aspect of the career would be market expertise. Over the times that I've been in different businesses, an understanding of the market and the placement of strategic business partnerships is very important. So that would be another skill that you'd need to be able to advance. Being able to manage projects that are complex across multiple departments. Another skill would be business networking and personal understanding of different companies that are within the same industry. Sometimes those can be competitors, and sometimes those can also be similar products or synergistic products that you can be able to market off of. Those would all also be able to integrate with the CIO or the CTO position in business management and development to be able to understand what kinds of products and services you'd be able to offer. So those would all be different skills that you'd need. The outlook for the career across the industry is very strong. The predictions are that it's growing faster in the HIT area as well as the computer science area than most areas in the job industry. Job prospects are excellent and varied because many businesses need technology and health information systems to support them. In order to be competitive in a domestic market as well as a global market, you need to be able to understand how technology is going to be able to support that. Integration with other companies is also another important aspect of why career or businesses need people that have a background in career or health information application. The education that you would use in technology would also be helpful in insurance. Computers are important in interacting with business entities like Medicare, Medicaid. Some of the companies that I've worked for are payers for Medicare and Medicaid, so they would be the third-party payer or the intercessory payer, so that they are the ones who are responsible for CMS to disperse the funds for the government for those programs. Those are all done electronically. With the upcoming laws and regulations and changes that are done, those will all be regulated and required now, even doctors' offices, to submit their claims to those companies using electronic formats. And so those will all be supported by computer folks. So careers in health information technology and computer support are really strong and expected to produce well for those that are involved in those in the future. Educational requirements and certificates for that career field are the basic certificates that would give you a technical edge could be things like Cisco or faucets, those kinds of specific industry expertise or knowledge that are specific to the industry that you might be involved in. Those would be really important. A bachelor's degree in a computer field or a degree related to the business that you're in. So with me, I'm more in the health information technology. My bachelor's degree is in nursing. I worked in nursing for about 10 or 15 years, and so that gives me an edge as far as the technical expertise. The computer expertise can be accomplished through a graduate degree in computer science or a business degree with an IT emphasis. And of course, always work experience. A graduate degree in this program or in this industry is probably not as profitable or as valued unless you're going into research or education. So that would be the reasons for a PhD. After looking at the areas of competencies in the master's program, I found that I have lots of strength areas in each of the areas, and that as I reviewed the weaknesses that I had, that I could kind of separate those into 3 or 4 different areas of weakness that I could work on when I'm finished with my degree, that would be able to give me some strengths in those areas. And those weaknesses crossed over the different areas in the competencies. It was reassuring to me to find out that I had was able to obtain the goals of my career and that the things that I had gone to school for would be able to be utilized by me. An MBA degree will be really useful with my nursing degree. I also have a degree in insurance code, or a certificate in insurance coding, which makes my experience in an insurance fraud industry really helpful and useful. So as I reviewed some of the competencies of the MBA program and looking at the 7 competencies, it was interesting to see what some of my strengths were. Leading people and teams was one of the areas that I had multiple strengths in. One of the experiences that I had that really helped me develop that was when I was leading the hospital team in developing some new technology to be able to implement charting from the doctor's offices, because they'd like to go back to their office when they're finished with their day at the hospital and do some of their documentation from their office or from their home. And so to be able to implement those and to be able to bring those into the hospital chart and those dictations in, that is what I implemented that. It was multiple teams and multiple kinds of computer technologies that we had to integrate there. So I gained a lot of strengths in being able to work with teams, because what I really learned there was that if you bring the right people into the room and you put them in contact with each other and you set up the right environment, that they have the ability to be able to feed off of each other and be able to work together to solve the problem.